Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is PlayerTwo, if you wish to be that specific, and welcome to an update video on the Dragon Ball Z community, game community. Basically, believe most of you have heard about this, but if not, Project Z, a brand new Dragon Ball action RPG game, has been announced by Bandai Namco on multiple sites. This is actually stupidly huge. Yes, this means that no, there is no going to be Xenoverse 3 is not going to be announced right now. It is a completely different title, completely new action RPG that is going to be announced and is going to be coming out. Well, we don't know yet. We just know it's currently in the works. Now, people have been talking about this for a while, but this particular video is about why you should be happy that this is happening. Why you should be happy that something brand new is coming out of the community, or at least, you know, we're going back to its old roots. If you guys remember, I actually doing a couple series on the channels recently. I did the Dragon Ball GT transformation, and currently I'm doing Legacy of Goku 1 on the channel. All of a sudden, it seems like it's actually a perfect time for me to do it. You should be happy because when I think action RPG, it is sort of like these games. These games are going to be like, you know, kind of like an open world type game where you're able to level up your characters based on like fighting random mobs that are out in the field, doing quests, doing a lot of things. There have been a lot of speculation as to what this game is going to be. The Legacy of Goku games and Boo's Fury are probably the best bet to what this game is going to probably be. Most likely, too, it's going to be on a PS4. It's not going to be strictly, you know, like Switch or game. There's no, like, Game Boy DS anymore. They're, like, doing everything on Switch now. So most likely it's going to be coming out on, like, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, you know, the main stuff now. And basically, it's going to be like an action roleplay game. And we're wondering what kind of game this is going to be. People are speculating it might, some people are speculating it might be even like an MMO style, like, you know, Dragon Ball Online style. I believe that's a little bit too far-fetched, but, you know, maybe it's possible that would happen, but I believe it's going to be somewhere near the Legacy of Goku games, or actually on top of it, it could be something that's fusion-related. I personally, people know on my channel, my favorite game that I've played when it comes to Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball Fusions. I love that game to death, and I thought that was an awesome action RPG game that had like a lot of like new aspects we have never seen before. Obviously, the fact that you can literally fuse anybody together to make a weird transformation, a weird character, is really freaking cool. You all of a sudden your fan fiction dreams are coming true, and you're able to combine your character with anybody. I really like that, and it does make me a little bit tad upset that, you know, it doesn't seem like they're planning on making a Fusions 2 or anything like that, but this is a completely new title, and I'm kind of curious as to what it's actually going to be. The reason why you should be super happy about this is because now there will be a brand new studio working on something that hopefully is just going to be so mind-boggling that when it comes to action RPG games with Dragon Ball, mostly all of them have been pretty dang good. Trying to think of other ones. I mean, GT Transformation was an action RPG game where you got, well, I wouldn't even consider that because you never really leveled up your characters. When you think RPG, when I think RPG, I think of you take your character and you're able to level up, giving them certain abilities, looks, customization, and you're able to roleplay based on what you want your character to be. You can make your character what you want. Depending on if it's a custom character or if it's a cast character, like you're playing as Goku, you're able to customize him how you want to. You want, all of a sudden, Gohan to be the strongest warrior ever? You can make Gohan. You want Vegeta to overpass Goku? You could do that. You could make it so that Goku is 17 times stronger than everyone else. You could do it if you wanted to. That's the reason. That's what I think about when it comes with Dragon Ball RPG games. And if there's a new one coming out that's going to be like this, which is called Project Z, it's going to be pretty dang good. I'm assuming that this company, whoever is going to be making the company, Bandai Namco, is going to be publishing it. I'm not sure. I think that there was some information out there saying what game was actually going, what company was actually going to make it. I believe it's going to be. They're going to take a lot of the community feedback. They're going to see what made Xenoverse really, really good, and I think they're going to use that. I don't think it's going to be like, you know, the same formula as as Xenoverse, you go through the storyline and everything like that. I don't think that's the case, but the thing is, though, there's a lot of possibility when it comes to this game. One thing that's for certain is it is called Project Z, but I don't think it's going to be strict Z. I think it's going to be everything, and it's not just going to be Dragon Ball Z anymore. Dragon Ball Super is completely done now. And, well, with the movie that's coming out, literally when this video is being made, I am going to be leaving to go see the movie. It's like, there's a lot of, like, material now that a game has not been severely focused on. I mean, Xenoverse 2 has done a little bit of, well, they've done basically everything of Dragon Ball Super. You can play as literally anybody from Dragon Ball Super at this point. But there's never been a game that's been focused strictly on the super aspect. So that could mean you can literally make characters that are just like, and just go through the storyline. Like I was saying before, maybe you want Gohan to be your strongest warrior, period, and you want Gohan to be, the main thing. If, like, you go through the super storyline and you go to the Tournament of Power and all of a sudden Gohan is the champion of the entire tournament, maybe, I don't know if it would get that crazy, but who knows? Maybe you could do an RPG aspect where you literally can create your own situations in a tournament. Tournament of Power, you have I mean, I don't think it'll go as crazy unless we have mods, but we're not even going to talk about that. But thinking, like, if mods where, like, you're not going to be able to give certain people Ultra Instinct, I don't think it's going to be possible. But, like, think of if you wanted to play as certain characters as, like, you want to be certain characters in the Tournament of Power, you can make it so that these guys win and usually don't win in fights. Or that could be possible. It could make that, but I believe that's a little bit too open world. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point, but, like, there's so much possibility when it comes to something like this. When it comes to action role play, I think of it more as not just a linear story, but you basically can tell your own story with the story provided. You can think of, like, other games like The Witcher and Skyrim. There are storylines in that game, but you can do whatever you want in that game to get to the end. It doesn't matter what you do in between point A and point B. It's that your character will get from point A to point B. It's just the pattern depends on how your character gets there. Is your character, like, if we're taking, like, Skyrim, is your character full of archery? Is your character a thief? Is your character, like, a Jarl? Is your character, like, actually Dragonborn? Like, focuses on that, two-handed? Like, who knows? And when it comes to these, like, action RPG games, it can be open-ended. Like I was saying before, I keep using Gohan as an example because Gohan was so let down when it comes to Dragon Ball Super. You can make it so that it's basically Gohan's story. I mean, if it's like, they're retelling the entire Super storyline and, it's only Goku and Vegeta and Trunks facing Goku Black and Zamasu, I don't think you're able to bring people. Unless, like, you're able to bring people along. I don't know if that's going to be the case because I'm thinking of, like, Legacy of Goku times where back when Legacy of Goku was going on, you could play as certain characters, but you needed other characters to be at a certain level to advance. Say if, like, the fight between Semi-Perfect Cell and Super Vegeta, you could be a Gohan main and use all Gohan as, like, level 50 at this point. But if Vegeta is not level 35, you cannot continue. Regardless if Gohan can absolutely destroy Cell, I know you can. But the way the game works, you need to level up the other characters to progress on the story. That's why I say that I don't think you'll be able to drag characters along to fights, because I'm thinking of the old Legacy of Goku games. But the thing is, though, on top of it, literally, the fact that we have a chance that we can make our own stories with a brand new Dragon Ball game, there's so much that can be, like, there's so much that can be done. I don't know what this game is going to come out. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be 2020. I'm going to guess, like, summertime 2020 or something like that. Because if they're just announcing it now and they're calling it Project Z, they don't even have a name for it. So I'm going to guess we have at least a year before we can even get the game. I mean, thankfully, we still have Super Dragon Ball Heroes coming out in April. And as well, we've got Fighters content, where they just released that a fighter from Universe 11 is going to be joining the fight, which, I mean, why would you? It's literally Jiren, Toppo, or Dispo, and I don't see Toppo or Dispo being in the game. So yeah, congratulations, Jiren is in freaking Fighters now. But besides that we have a couple more stuff coming out, but this new title is going to be great. And I feel like maybe, look, when it came to Xenoverse, there wasn't much in the stream. If you guys watched it, it was like a photo mode for Xenoverse. Yay, cool. Now your thumbnails, if you're a YouTuber, are freaking awesome. You can make pictures out of it. Besides that, there really isn't much left when it comes to Xenoverse. That's kind of it. So we still have games coming out, and trust me, I'm going to be playing the absolute crap out of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes when it comes out. I'm going to be playing the crap out when Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2 is going to be coming out. Like, I'm going to definitely be playing that. But when it comes to new games, we haven't heard anything. So the fact that we have, like, a new title coming out, we have a new title, we have a possibility that new things are going to be added, a brand new type of Dragon Ball game, or at least, you know, going back to the roots of the old Dragon Ball games that worked, is freaking awesome, and you should be happy about it. A lot of people are kind of a tad bit upset at the fact that, oh, there's no Xenoverse 3. But honestly, as of right now, it's okay that there's not a Xenoverse 3. They just finished making all this DLC for Xenoverse 2, and I'm perfectly fine if they want to try a different alternate route for now. Xenoverse is not going anywhere, okay, guys? Xenoverse is not going anywhere. Xenoverse is way too successful to stop. It is way too freaking successful. So the thing is, I think we're pretty much okay with that. You can wait on Xenoverse for a little bit, but the thing is, new Dragon Ball title, Project Z, it could be amazing. I cannot wait for it. I mean, obviously, when it comes to these games and we just don't know anything about it, they just throw out a title, it could absolutely flop. It could be like, you know, Fallout 76. It could absolutely flop, and then people are so pumped about it, we play it, and it's absolute crap. That could be the thing about it. But the thing is, with the Dragon Ball games, there's some sort of, like, you know, passion, some sort of love when it comes to these games, where the community comes together and just plays them and literally tries out everything. I like thinking about, like, just the community when it comes to YouTubers, when it comes to people on Twitter. The subreddits are really, really good with this. The community comes together, and it's just really good when it comes to Dragon Ball games. So so the fact that there's a new Dragon Ball RPG coming out, a lot of people in the community are going to be freaking, like, covering this and just trying out this game. We're already speculating as to what this game might be. And I said it was going to be something Legacy of Goku-wise, but it's going to be a lot more than just a Legacy of Goku. They've got a lot more tools to work with. I mean, you're on a freaking, you're on this current gen console, and the last time they were making these was on the Game Boy Advance. They have a lot that they can do now. They have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of material to be inspired by, to use as influence. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of community feedback. A lot of things can happen with this, and I am so pumped about that. But on that note, guys, I'm going to go right ahead and say thank you guys for joining once again. What do you guys think of this game? Do you guys think this game's going to be a really good action RPG? What do you think it's going to be? It's going to be Legacy of Goku-wise? You think it's going to be open world? By the way, open world would be absolutely amazing. But would it be like that? Would it be like anything? Honestly, what do you guys think this game's going to be? I'm super excited for it, but you know, we'll have to see when the time comes what this game's actually going to be. But on that note, I'm going to say thank you guys for joining once again, and I'll be seeing you later.